How's it going, everyone? We have gotten the Lost Soul Aside gameplay for China Joy 2024. And let me preface, before I get into the meat of this video, that this game looks absolutely awesome. We've seen gameplay of it already, but this gameplay snippet that we've seen out of this China Joy event, I think has been the sickest gameplay we have seen out of this game so far. It looks incredible. If you are into fast-paced action games, over-the-top action games, this game is like everything I want out of an action game. It is so up my alley, and I can reiterate that over and over again. But of course, when we talk about Lost Soul Aside and going into this event, I had said we need to either get a release window or better yet, a effing release date, because yes, while this game looks absolutely awesome, it has also been in development for the better part of the last decade or so, and even again, after we get this lengthy gameplay update, still no release date. Guys, I get it. I know some of you guys want to defend this game. I want to defend this game as well, but at some point, it's like, yo, Crapper, get off the pot with this one, because it's been in development for so long and the game looks so good, and this game was promoted as one of those big PlayStation titles for the early portion of, or the mid portion I should say, early to mid portion of the PlayStation 4 generation. Again, if you look up videos we did of the top RPGs, I want to say coming out in 2017 or 2018, you'll see Lost Soul Aside get mentioned. People were comparing this game and saying stuff around the time it came out. Does this game's character design look too much like Final Fantasy 15, which was either coming out or just came out, you know, right around the time where Lost Soul Aside was getting a lot of interest. Final Fantasy 15 at this point is like a figment of my imagination. The game is 8 years old, and like, who cares about Final Fantasy 15, even though I think FF15 is an okay game, colossally disappointing, but let's not get on that diatribe right now. Who gives a damn about Final Fantasy 15 anymore? Nobody! That is how long this game has been in development, where people were comparing it. I remember this vividly, like, the main character looks exactly like Noctis. Who gives a damn about that rhetoric anymore? It don't matter, because this game has been in development for so freaking long, and that's why when I look at games like this, when I look at games like the KOTOR remake, which get a CG trailer, when I look at games even like when Sony reveals Wolverine, it's like, how much can we actually put stock in these games coming out in our lifetimes at these points? And I get it, that's a little bit of a stretch, but sooner rather than later, you guys, not to get morbid with how long these games are in development, when stuff like, for example, Kingdom Hearts announces its new arc that's gonna be kicking off with Kingdom Hearts 4. I'm gonna be in like my 50s by the time that arc concludes. Like, that's how long these games take to come out. And yeah, I get it. You gotta get the games out at a time, you gotta get the games out right. Delay the games all you want. Stalker 2 just got delayed, and they're dealing with an absolutely crazy situation, so delay that game all you want. In the case of Lost Soul Aside, it's like, bro, just like, stop showcasing this game at this point, because it looks so great, it looks so effing great, and I just don't know if I'm ever gonna play it, and that's why I am so pessimistic with gaming these days, especially when new games get revealed. You guys think I'm hard on a game like Phantom Blade Zero because I keep saying, like, hey, you're revealing this game, but Sony, I know why you revealed Phantom Blade Zero. The 2023 PlayStation Showcase was an absolute pile of dog crap, and they needed to get games in there that were actually going to captivate an audience that are into their video games, and not titles like Concord and Fair Game, that they snuck a game like that in there. But I know what you're doing. Yes, most people are not going to realize when stuff like that is revealed, when stuff like The Elder Scrolls 6 is revealed, from a more casual sense, that they might be fooled into thinking that these games are going to be out in the next 3 to 4 years. Elder Scrolls 6 ain't coming out till 2028. Phantom Blade Zero, I hope it's out in the near future, and thankfully that gameplay trailer gave me a little bit more confidence in that game, and I think it's shaping up nicely. But again, I don't think it's going to be out till 2027 or 2028, and I have to remain pessimistic, because why even get excited for these games when you have the idea in the back of your mind that this might just be total vaporware? It may never come to fruition. People that were around when Lost Soul Aside was revealed, think about this. They could have been in high school, they could have finished high school, they could have started college, they could have finished college, they could have gotten married, and they might now have children. That is wild to think about. And with Lost Soul Aside, it is a smaller studio. Let me reiterate that over and over again. But we have to at some point be like, what are we doing here with this game? Like, is this game actually a real thing? Thankfully, I think Sony themselves aren't promoting it as much these days, just because, like, yo, I don't know if PlayStation's official YouTube channel has uploaded a trailer of this game, but it would be absolutely comical at this stage of the game, because I would imagine that the comment section would just be flooded with, like, vaporware, is this game coming out? Because I feel like most people at this point think that way of Lost Soul Aside, and I look at games like Lost Soul Aside, KOTOR Remake, and these titles that are in development for so long and revealed way too early. I get it, again, with the case of LSA, small studio, want to gain some traction, want to get your name out there, so on and so forth. So it extends beyond just the situation of Lost Soul Aside. Mass Effect, BioWare, the new Mass Effect game, revealed a decade before it's gonna come out, or closer to a decade than, you know, 5 years or 3 years then it's gonna come out. Like, why even do that? It just seems like you're trying to drum up interest for no reason for a game that very well can get canceled, and that's why when you guys bring up stuff like, hey, you said Black Myth Wukong wasn't gonna come out, you said you thought Stellar Blade wasn't gonna come to fruition, yeah, and I am pleasantly surprised when those games come out and they turn out to be bangers. I was so pleasantly surprised, and I am so happy that Stellar Blade turned out the way that it did. I am happy that people are excited for Black Myth Wukong, and it's got a date coming, and it's got a date where it seems like it is legitimately going to be released. But with Lost Soul Aside, Star Wars KOTOR Remake, you know, the Star Wars title from the Quantic Dream, that's still in development, and it's like, why are we revealing these games? And again, I know that they want to gain traction, get developers on board. Did you need to announce the new Mass Effect game? I mean, like, I just don't know why that was announced. So, Elder Scrolls 6, obviously, and there's different reasons for every scenario why these games are announced so early. Bethesda with Elder Scrolls 6 is the most egregious example of it, because we all know why they did that. We all know why they revealed that game too early, and that's because they tried to get a lot of garbage live service titles over, and they were like, okay, we still need to be a little sneaky and tell people we got their core game still in development. They revealed Starfield at that event as well, and I want to say it was E3 of 2018 or 2019. Starfield took another 4 or 5 years to come out. Elder Scrolls 6 is going to take, you know, another 5 years, 4 years to come out, or whatever it's going to be. It's just like, what are we doing here? And, you know, it's just depressing with a game like Lost Soul Aside. I literally just linked this China Joy video to one of my buddies, super casual gamer, and he watched some of the gameplay, immediately captivated, started asking me questions about it. He's just like, oh, this kind of looks like Final Fantasy 16 in the sense of the design standpoint, and, you know, that dude, Final Fantasy 16 was his first Final Fantasy game as well, and I know when a game, from a gameplay standpoint, captivates him, it's gonna captivate a larger audience as well, because we're talking about a casual of the casual who really just plays the larger games, and the games that I kind of tell him I have a good idea of what he's gonna enjoy, because I know what types of games that audience is going to enjoy. And if he's captivated by Lost Soul Aside, I'm pretty confident most people are going to be captivated by it until they realize, you know, that this game may never come out, which is just depressing to me. I really hope it comes out, and I hope it turns out to be good. And again, when a game has been in development for this long, I do think it's gonna come out in some form or fashion. It's just waiting for it for so long. And yes, there is that element of, why are you complaining about it? There's a billion other games in development. I'm still allowed to be annoyed by stuff like this, and it's not just Lost Soul Aside. Lost Soul Aside is one of the more, you know, notable examples to me, but we see it in gaming over and over again, where these games, like the Fable game, the Fable Xbox title, like, what? Why are we revealing these games? Wolverine, again, like, there was no reason to reveal that game outside of the fact with Wolverine, with Fable, you wanted to gain interest for those new consoles. There's always a reason. When I say there's no reason, there's always a reason from their perspective that I usually disagree with. In the case of Bethesda, it was literally to mislead the consumer. Let's not, you know, let's not twist it any other way. It was literally to mislead the consumer. That is the only reason they revealed Elder Scrolls 6, and we need to call that out, because more so than Lost Soul Aside, I think Elder Scrolls 6 announcement, it was just it was insulting. It was insulting because I think a lot of us knew what they were going with when they revealed Elder Scrolls 6. That didn't stop people. I got literal text messages that day when Bethesda revealed Elder Scrolls 6 being revealed, of people telling me, oh my god, Elder Scrolls 6, Elder Scrolls 6, and bro, come on, get the hell out of here with that one. But that'll do it for me. you know, the title's a little bit of hyperbole with the game never coming out, but like, guys, I'm starting to lose faith. I can't believe I am this big of a sucker. I was so excited when they announced that this game was gonna be in China. I am such a sucker. I need to stay being pessimistic. I have a little bit of optimism for this game, and I just get completely crapped on over. It's back to being pessimistic as all hell. That'll do it for me. Sound off with all of your thoughts in the comments section down below. The game looks absolutely sick. But, yeah, I don't know if it's ever coming out. Again, your thoughts down below. Thanks for watching, and goodbye. Hey guys, we hope you enjoyed the video, and if you did, make sure to hit the subscribe button, and if you're already subscribed, do us a favor and hit the bell icon. This way you'll be notified whenever we post a new video. That's the best way to keep up with all of our uploads, and we usually try to upload 2 videos a day. And with the bell icon hit, you'll be notified whenever we do upload a video. As always, thanks for watching.